here's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the New York Jets and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here we go, here we go. 11 empty.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Swinging this out for Pollard. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. There's Burrow setting up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but got to put those doubts to rest right there.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 5. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. The Lions at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10. And
I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll look to throw again. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
1. Ready?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Dancing to his left. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like, and Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
7 yards there and a first down. Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 68 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that. That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now Burrow on first down. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
11 Thomas. 12.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a 1st down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Lions will take over. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Shifts past him at the 45. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Gun. Got. 11 MP.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Back to throw again. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Chris Godwin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw certain...
And it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. They'll set up to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. On the move past the 40. Still on his feet. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late point. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now we'll throw here to his running back, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's got it to about the 40.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, New York.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. We'll stop there by Jay Tufele.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Pollard again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
It's 4th down.
They'll look to throw again. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. Now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here we go. 12.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45.